Okay.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Crypto Base Media. Um, this is evening, or should I say, um, a webinar, an evening webinar. And for this particular um, section, I'll be a guest hosting this particular webinar. So I don't know if we are already here because the link was sent in the group. So if you can hear me, please signify by sending message in the comment section that you can hear me and you are available. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Kalu and Mr. Amara. Um, please, where are you? Where are you chatting from, or where are you hearing me from? Rather, you can just send. You tell me your name and where you are hearing me from, or watching this live stream live from. Okay, I think I need to start first. My name is Isaac Eliocho Jonathan. I'm popularly known as Crypted Joe in the crypto space, kind of like my trading name, and I'm from Kogi State precisely. Yeah, I've been in Kogi State for like um, quite a number of decades now. So I've been in the crypto space. I've been in the crypto space since 2019 now. Yes, but particularly the futures trading is from last year, so to say. The futures trading is just a year plus now, but crypto as a whole is 1 year. Sorry, since 2019 now. So my name is Isaac Jonathan from Kogi State. So if you can hear me, you can also do the same. Your name and your location as the state you are watching us from. We're still waiting for others to join. I think we might just need to resend the link to have a good number of viewers before we can go straight to why we are here. Please, while we are waiting for them, you can get your pen and your jotter, and if you don't have like a notebook or a book, you can use a digital notebook like maybe your phone or your tab or your laptop. If you don't have, you can use a offline notebook because you might be you will need to jot some. There are some things that will be said here that if you jot, will be helpful for you to remember later on. The brain can't carry everything at once, so it's good for you to listen, watch, and jot as we go. I can see some of you. Mr. Hassan, as I see you, please, where are you watching us from? Your name and where you are watching us from, please, as we wait others. Mr. Hassan, you are here to tell us where you're watching us from. Okay, I think we are good to go now. We are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I think we'll just start now. Then, as others join, maybe from our recaps, then they will be able to know how far we have gone and grab a little understanding of what we have been doing so far. So, um, the main reason why we are here is to know how to use the Bybit exchange for futures trading, be it an adult beginner or intermediate beginner that you are or advanced. We are all learning every day and we don't know it all. But basically and majorly, this should I say webinar now is for a total beginner, like someone that just hearing futures trading and Bybit for like a few weeks or few months now, or just today. So this webinar is for those that are just starting out, total beginner, and you haven't have that much understanding about um, Bybit or futures trading here. So um, what we're going to do today is just a breakdown of how to use the Bybit app and the key features in it and how to go around it. So you have to like navigate around the app and some other things as time will permit us. So um, let's get straight to why we are here. Okay, okay. I'm going to share my screen now so we can start by, if possible, if I have some slides or I'll just go straight to the okay. First of all, let me share the screen, then log in my Bybit app. Please, if you can see my screen, you can notify us from the comment section. If you can see my screen, you can notify us by typing in the comment section that you can see my screen. Hello, can you all see my screen? Okay, the screen is blank. How about now? If you can see my screen, please notify in the comment section that you can see it. Okay, I think you guys can see my screen. Let's just go ahead. It's still coming up. Okay. Can you see the screen now? Some of you said it's not bright. How about now? If you can see my screen and if it's bright enough, you can indicate in the comment section so we can continue. Hello, are we still active? Okay, so we can continue, right? I need more replies. If it's clear and bold and bright enough. Okay. Okay, so let's get into it. Um, okay, okay. This is the web version of the Bybit. This is the web version of the Bybit on the right hand side. This is just exactly how it is on on the app on your phone. So this is just like the web version of it on laptop, because majorly everything on laptop is just website and yes, website. So this is how it is. Even on your phone, this is how it is. Everything on your phone, they are just here. So we just focus on the right part of my screen because it's basically the same thing as the one on phone. So if you can hear me, can we continue? Okay. Some of you are complaining of zooming, zooming. Okay. Wait. I guess it's bold enough now. Okay, okay. Let's just go. So, so this is the Bybit interface on the laptop view. So basically, on the Bybit app that's on your phone now, when you open your phone, um, you look at below your phone. Once you open the Bybit, you look below, you see derivatives or that was before. I think the updated version now is you click on trade, then at the top you will see sport, features, and some other options there. You just click on the features aspect, the feature icon, then everything will pop up. So you see a limit order, market order, your leverage, then your margin isolated. And then if it's cross, you change to isolated or isolated to cross. Your leverage is there, your order price, your order value box, your percentage, my portfolio percentage slide, then your take profit and stop loss box. Then if you want to buy or long, everything is just typically the same thing. So that's just it about the interface. So but if you want to use market, you just select market, then you slide. If you are using 5% of the capital to enter the trade or 10%, guys, you use the or if you have your other value already that you want to use to enter the trade. But basically, most of my trades are on limit order where I'll set a price for the market to come to, then before going up or coming down. So that's that's that about that. So if you can hear me, I don't know if you can hear me. Hello, are we still active? Did anyone understood what I just said? Hello, are we good to go? All right, all right. So I'm going to be explaining. Um, I'm going to be explaining some things now. For example, now as a beginner trader, you have been given a signal. You have been given a signal now to like place on your Bybit. Now there are some major things you look out for from that signal. The first one is the entry price, the stop loss price, and the take profit price. I'm sorry, the limit order price, that's the entry price, the stop loss price, the take profit price, and the stop loss percentage. Because that's the one you use to calculate how much you want to risk for that particular trade, and your position sizing will come as a result of your leverage and your stop loss percentage. So I don't know if I have something that I can use as an example. I'll just wait for that to come up while I still explain some other things. So If you are just starting out as a beginner, if you are just starting out as a beginner, the recommended leverage you should use is not more than 10x. Yes, as time goes on, you can increase your leverage to whatever leverage you want to use. But if you're just starting out, you should use from 1 to 10x leverage so that you can at least get to know how it works. Even if you are using demo or real account, you just start with a lower leverage, and the recommended one should, which is 10x leverage. So that's it about that. So there are some other things too. Um, you might have a strategy. You might have a strategy, but you might not have um, like a proper risk management. That's not good at all, because what keep because crypto trading, or let me just say futures trading, is like it's like a game. It's a game of numbers actually. So what keeps us longer in the trade is risk management. That will determine your if your risk management is kind of a proper one and a very tight one. That will determine how long you will stay in the game. So you might have the best strategy in the whole world, but if your risk management is not tight or proper enough, you won't last long. Your profitability will not be that long. So, but bad as it sounds, even if your strategy is not as good as it should be, but you have a proper risk management, believe me, you will still be profitable. You'll be profitable because you are gaining profit by chance or by accident. You have risk management, you have a trading plan. You'll be more profitable than someone that has the best strategy but have a poor risk management. So I have there's a setup, like an analysis I did on a particular pair. So I'll just open it. But before I open it, are we still together? Are we Can you still hear me and seeing what I'm doing? Please, I need answers, please. Because it is from your answers that I do get that motivation, like that vibe to keep on doing, to keep going. So it will not be a good thing for me to just be talking and talking. At the end of the day, you just be only me. So if you can hear and see my screen, you can just reply by typing yes, continue. Hello, are we still there? All right. So I'm going over to the trading view now, and I'll open the excuse me. I'll just try to show you basically on how to enter a signal once it's been sent to you, either to your DM, to your signal group, whatever, wherever you get the signal from. So this one just teach you how to enter a signal if it is being sent to you. So some other time we'll be talking about strategy, um, how to come up with um, your own signal and all those technical analysis. But right now, we just need to familiarize ourselves with Bybit app and how to enter signals and how to calculate losses and take profits and whatever. So let me let me make this go. So looking at this now, I've done the analysis already, and I have my take profit here, my entry here, and my stop loss here. Normally, if you are using a trading view, the number on the black line or the gray color line is your entry. The one on red. The one in red is your stop loss, then the one in green is your take profit. If you want to short, the green one will be below because that's your take profit. And you are taking the market from the upside to the downside. So just know this in simple terms. The one in black or green color is your entry. The one in red is your stop loss. The one in green is your take profit. So from here now, this is a long trade, and I want to take the market from this good entry to this um, possible take profit level. So we're longing from here to here, and if you put on your phone, you just need to tap it once, then these details will show on this long position too. Because I'm longing, so it's long position too. Now, if you look below, there's a writing in red color there, and there's a percentage. There's a percentage in there's a figure in percentage, like there's a percentage in bracket. Sorry, there's a percentage in bracket, and this one for this particular trade is 4.00, which is um, approximately 4%. So it is this percentage now you will work with to get, if you calculate how much you want to lose for this particular trade and how to get your order value that will determine your position sizing. I don't know if you are still together. Hello, did anybody catch any of that? Are we still together? If you can hear me and you can still see my screen, you can just indicate in the comment section that we can know that we are still together and we can continue. Hello, everyone. Okay, it's a challenge. Some of you can't see the screen, and some of you can. Okay. Sorry, how many of you can see my screen and can hear me audibly? Okay. Okay. This is it. This is what I clicked on. On your phone, you just need to tap it once, but on your laptop, you just drag your cursor on the tool. Then you see a writing in red color. Then you see a percentage in bracket. You see a percentage in bracket. That's what you are working with. I don't know if you can if I can zoom this. I can zoom it. Okay. So this is it. It's bold now. You can look at it very well now. There's a percentage in bracket on that stop loss area. So this stop loss in percentage is your stop loss percentage that you need to work with. And how do you work with it? It's very simple. Whatever trade you want to take, you need to know the 5% of your capital. If you are using a $50 account, you should know the 5% of that capital, which is 2.5 per trade. That means whatever trade you are taking with that $50 account, you are not to risk more than $2.5 at stop loss. If you are using a $100 account, your 5% is $5 per trade. You going above $5 is trying to mess up with your psychology or trying to bring in some emotions, unnecessary emotions. So that's just it. First of all, know the 5% of your capital at the back of your mind. Then it is that risk amount now that you use to divide with this stop loss percentage. I will show you when we get to that. So let's return this back to where it is. Did anybody catch um did anybody understand what I just said about the stop loss percentage? Before I go over to the Bible to explain some features before teaching you how to take this trade particularly that you can use as an example to like repeat the process for other signals too. Hello, did anybody understand what I said about the stop loss percentage? Okay, let me go over it again. This is what I said. I said if, for example, you are the one that did the signal by yourself personally, like you want to long a coin now. Let's say, for example, you are the one that did this analysis and you want to long the coin. Once you are done with your analysis, marking out with your tools and everything on the chart, you will see three digits. There's one in green, there's one in gray. Yes, gray color. There is one in red. Now, first of all, you have to work with the one in red is your stop loss, the one in gray or black is your entry, then the one in green is your take profit digit that you place on Bybit if you want to take the signal. So this is the three digits that your mentor or um, someone that send the signal to you. This is the three digits they do work with. Then they'll tell you to use 10x leverage or 15 or the name of the coin and add some other things to it. So it is this one in red that is your stop loss, but the one on the long position too, because you want to long the coin now. There's a percentage at the bottom of that red color part. There's a percentage um in bracket. That is the percentage you have to work with. And for this particular trade, the stop loss percentage is 4%. Is 4%. So this is the percentage you divide your risk amount. You divide your risk amount by to get your other value that will give you your position size. So that's just it. 4% is the stop loss percentage of this um particular signal. If I'm to send this to anyone or a group of persons. Once I'm done writing Bybit exchange, 10,000 when USDT, entry, stop loss, and take profit, the stop loss percentage now I'll write it as 4%. That means whatever capital you're trading with, whatever amount you want to risk on this trade, you divide it by 4%. Whatever it gives you, whatever answer it gives you on your calculator, whatever answer you get on your calculator before the decimal point, it is that's your order value that you place on Bybit on this particular place here. This order by value. This is where you type in. Um, this is where you type in that whatever answer you get on your calculator. So that's it. This is basically risk management. So I will just um, we'll go over to placing that signal now, like as if we want to take the trade. So I don't know if we are all ready. Should I still repeat it or should I should go ahead? Hello, if you are still active, should I still repeat it or I should go ahead with um, showing you how to enter the signal with stop loss percentage, order value and leverage, whatever, and liquidation, everything. No, I have not used the calculator yet. No, it's the normal phone calculator. Yes, it's a normal phone calculator. Yes, you can calculate just normal phone calculator. You can just calculate it. Okay, let's continue. So now, Um, where's my Bybit? Let me check something. I think I have some USDT here. Okay, okay. I have like I have 10 USDT currently in my Bybit that I deposited for this particular session that we're about to enter now. How to enter signals. So for this particular 10 USDT now, if I don't know the 5%, I'll just go over to my calculator and check the 5% of 10 USDT. So you just go over to your calculator, then you type in I don't know if this one has percentage. It's not working. You just divide 5, but your phone has a percentage symbol. What you do is just type 5, then you put percentage, then you type in the next thing you have to type is your margin balance or your portfolio. You type 5, put the percentage symbol, then the next digit you have to type in is your account size, be it 50, 100, $200. Just type in 5, put the percentage symbol, then type in the next thing you have to type is your account size. So I'll just do the manual way since this one does not work like an Android phone or a phone. I'll just divide 5 by 100. Then I'll multiply it by $10 to get my 5% of my capital. Okay, for each trade now, I'm to risk $0.5 per trade based on the $10 account. So I'm to risk 0.5 per trade. Did anybody catch any of that? Did you understand? Did anybody understand that 5% of capital and how to calculate it on your normal phone calculator? If you don't understand, I can repeat it before we can go over to placing the signal on our Bybit. Okay. Any other person? Bro Winner says he understands. Any other person? Before we continue. Alright, let's go. Time is against us. We'll just try to put in some things together before time says time up. Okay. Where were we? We were here. So on my calculator, for example, let's say I don't know um the 5% of my capital. I'll just go over to my Bybit and I'll type in uh on my phone. I'll just type in 5% of 10 USD, which is 0.5. Now, this is what you will do. On the trading view, you already know that our stop loss percentage is 4 percentage. Now, this is the magic you will do. You go over to your calculator. Now, this is where the first step of your risk management begins. You already know the 5% of your capital. For example, person like me now that have 10 USDT now, I'm to risk 0.5 per trade. First thing first, type in your risk tolerance, that is your stop loss amount. 0.5. This is just the formula. Divide your stop loss amount by your stop loss percentage from the signal or from trading view. Just divide the amount you want to lose on that particular trade, divide it by your stop loss percentage on trading view or from the signal. So I want to risk 0.5 based on my 5% of 10 USDT. Divide it by 4 percentage. Okay, I don't know why this thing just moving. Can someone please do the calculation for us? Help us to divide 0.5 divide by 4%. And whatever answer you get, you can let's work with that. on our Bybit. I don't know why this one's not working like a smartphone. Please, any volunteer, just divide 0.5 divide by 4%. You type in on your phone calculator 0.5, then you put your division symbol, then you put the 4, then the percentage symbol, then whatever it gives you before the decimal uh, point. You can type it in the comment section. Let's work with it. Hello, anybody, any volunteer, anybody at all. Just divide 0.5 divide by 4 percentage. Whichever value or answer you get from your calculator, just type it in the comment section. Yeah, we're about going ahead now. I just need someone to help us to calculate 0.5 divided by 4 percentage. Once we get that, then we can move ahead. Any volunteer? No, no, no. You didn't put the percentage after you put the 4. That's why you are getting 0.125. You can go over to your calculator and do it again. Just type in 0.5 divide by, put the 4, then put the stop percentage symbol. Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Kalu. 12.5. That is your order value. Now, this is the magic. Let's go over to let's go over to Bybit now. This is 12.5. That is the order value. Now, it will look as if, okay, let me not say much. Let's go over to Bybit now. So, okay, we are here now. Make sure, first things first, make sure this one is on isolated and not cross up portfolio margin or mix. Make sure it's on this guy here, isolated margin. Then you go back. Then make sure it's on limit. First thing first, before you place in your signal, isolated, it should be on isolated. Number two, it should be on limit. Then after placing some digit, then we can adjust your leverage, but the leverage is not now. So other value is 12.5. 12.5. Then okay, we just need to change the coin to that 1,000 10,000 when. 10,000. Okay, yeah. So this is it. Okay. Now order price. So let me retype in the order value 12.5. Now order price. This is the entry price. Order price, entry price, limit price is the same thing as entry price. Now you go over to your trading view or your signal that you're being given. Now, if you are to take in this signal, the entry is 0.215, 0.2151 rather, 0.2151. So you clear this one, whatever digit you see there, just clear it. 0.2151. You can see. Then you click on, after inputting your order value and the entry price, the next thing is you activate your TPSL ticker box. Then you have to fill in your take profit and your stop loss your stop loss digit. Now it's demanding for take profit first. Take profit is 0.2525. 0.2525. Hello, are we still together? Is anybody catching any of this? Hello, are we still active and following? Hello, can anybody hear us? All right. Let's just continue. All right. Time is against us. Let's just finish up. So the take profit, we have written the take profit now. Now the stop loss digit. Then you go back to the signal. The stop loss you have been given 0.2065. 0.2065. And type it here. 0.2065. Now, hello somebody. Hello somebody. Are we still together? Hello. You can see the magic we have done now. You can see the magic we have done. Now, let's read the first one. Expected profit 2.1735 USDT and the ROI will be 173%. Then the expected loss 0.4997. Now, for those of us that are conversant with mathematics, you know that if you approximate this, it will give you 0.5. It will give you 0.5, which is what we said, okay, oh, if this trade doesn't go well, we should lose 0.5 USDT. I hope I'm communicating. Hello, somebody. Did anybody catch any of that? The 0.5 we say we are going to lose if the trade goes against us. That is what is showing on our Bybit now, because we know our stop loss percentage. Uh, we know how to calculate to get our other value that will give us the position size and the stop loss amount. So let me go over it again. After setting your margin to isolated and your entry method to limit, you put in your entry price, your order value, that's by dividing the amount you want to lose by your stop loss percentage from the signal. Then you put in your take profit and your stop loss. Then make sure that the expected loss is exactly, or maybe if you round it up, if to give you that particular amount you said you want to lose. So um, now we're about to go over to the leverage aspect. We're about to move over to the leverage aspect. Hello, are we still together? Okay. Now, for the leverage aspect now, please listen carefully. Once you are done putting in your credentials, like all the stuff about you took from the signal, or if you did the analysis yourself, the the digit, entry, stop loss, and the take profit. Once you are done with all that, the next thing you have to look out for is your leverage. And it's very important because your leverage helps you to make your stop loss percentage very close or far from your stop loss to be far from your liquidation price. Now we are taking a long. We are taking a long. Now listen to this carefully. We said if this trade should come to this particular point of interest here, POI, point of interest here, which is our entry, it should start going up because of liquidity and all those criteria that we have looked out at to take the market from that particular place to this upside. Now, everything about signal, they are just orders. Everything is order. Your entry is order, your take profit is order, your stop loss is order. Is an order. So from this entry now, let's say if this trade start going against us, the first order it should meet is your stop loss order. Now, if you don't set your leverage correctly, your liquidation will be somewhere um close to your entry. Now, listen to this. Okay, let's say For example, uh for example now, you didn't arrange your leverage very well, and your liquidation is somewhere here. Now, after your entry, the first order, if the trade does not go in your favor and start going against you, the first order it should meet is your stop loss order, not the liquidation order. If your leverage is too high, the first order it will meet is your liquidation, and once you meet your liquidation, the money based on the isolated margin you are using, you entered, for example, you entered the trade with, for example, you entered the trade based on order value. Okay, for example now, this particular trade now, you can see that it will look as if, based on the leverage, it will look as if we are entering with $12.5, whereas we are entering with 1.2, let's say $1.2. Based on leverage, we are entering actually with $1.2, but based on leverage, it look as if we're entering with $12. So we're entering the trade with $1.2 to lose 0.5. Now, if we don't arrange our stop loss very well, and after the entry it start coming down and it meets your liquidation order first before your stop loss, then automatically you will lose that $1.2 instead of the 0.5. Now, for example, let's say you arrange your leverage very well and you arrange your leverage very well and your liquidation is lower than your stop loss. After your entry, if it doesn't go up and start coming down, it will meet your stop loss order first, kick you out with that $0.5, return the rest to your balance, and even if you hit your liquidation, it doesn't concern you because you're out of the trade with the little loss you said you want to lose. So I don't know if anybody is with me. Any one of you catch any of that? Are we understanding? If you are grabbing and understanding what we are saying so far, please indicate by typing in the comment section that yes, you are following. If you are understanding and you are catching up, just type in the comment section that yes, you are following. So we can round up with the last one, then call it a day. Hello, are we still active? All right. Mr. Kalu says he understand. Any other person? Are we catching up? Are we following up? All right, all right, all right. No problems. Let's just continue. Okay. So, like I was saying, just a recap. After your entry, there are two orders below your entry. If you are longing a coin, there are two orders below your entry. Now, the first order should be your stop loss order, then followed by your liquidation. Once you are longing a coin and your stop loss is once you are longing a coin and your stop loss is above the liquidation, you are safe. You are safe. And how do you know that? This is what you do. Before you place the buy or sell button, there usually comes a window that pops up on your phone. Okay, we're buying long now. I don't know if this will come up. Very good. I love this. I love this. I'm loving this view. I'm loving this view. Now, once you are done with everything, let me restart this again. This is getting interesting. Once you are done with um, everything here, isolated, limit, entry price, order value, take profit, stop loss, and it shows you that you are to lose that particular amount. For this particular example is 0.5 USDT. Then once you are done, if you want to long, you click here. If you want to short, sell short. But for this particular example, we want to long. Now, before you click on the confirm button, take a look at two things in this window. Now, once this window pops up, you have to observe two things, which are your estimated liquidation price, the one in yellow color, and your stop loss digit, your stop loss price, which is the one in red color. These are just the two things you have to take notice of. Now, from the trading view example I said your stop loss should be the first order it should meet before your liquidation order. Now, this simply means if you're longing a coin, your stop loss should be higher than your liquidation price. I think let me just write something. Um, if I can get text. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Let me just use this one as an example. In a long in a long in a long position, your stop loss should your stop loss should be higher than your your liquidation price. Liquidation. Okay, in a long position, your stop loss price should be higher than your liquidation price. You just try to cram this formula in your head. In a long position, your stop loss should be higher than your liquidation price. Now you go over to the Bybit now. You check here. Is your stop loss higher than your liquidation price? You ask yourself and you check correctly. If I'm to use this 10x leverage now that I've set to use, based on the formula in a long trade, your stop loss should be higher than your liquidation price. Now, if you check properly, you can see that in value,
Hello?
liquidation price is
What's up?
0.1979. Now, and the stop loss price is 0.2065. Now, if you check mathematically, this 0.2065 is higher than 0.1979. That means you are good to go to use 10x
I never
leverage.
go now. Why they call me?
That means you are good to go with this 10x leverage. No shaking at all. You are safe because once you start going against you, it is your stop loss percentage. Sorry, it is your stop loss. It will meet before your liquidation, and by then you are out with the little loss you set by yourself. Then once you check these two digits, your liquidation price and your stop loss price, if you are long in and you see that your stop loss is higher than, excuse me, if your stop loss is higher than liquidation, then you click on the confirm button, then you place order and wait for it to come to your entry. So is anybody getting it? Mr. David, you said the isolation part, please. But that one is just a simple, it's just a simple thing. Once you open your Bybit on your phone or your laptop, you see isolated. Sometimes it will be on cross. You just change it from cross to isolated. You just change it to isolated. That's just it. The isolation part is just uh, that if you enter a trade with a particular amount and you set a stop loss amount from that particular amount, because the amount you enter a trade is different from the amount you are risking on that trade. So the amount you enter the trade with based on your order value and your leverage will give your position size. Then in that amount you entered with that gave you your position size, you were to risk a little amount from it. That's just the 5% of your capital. Now on this $10 account, our 5% is 0.5. Now we entered the trade with $1.2 and we are to risk 0.5. Now if I didn't set my leverage very well and the trade goes south, that it goes against me and meets my liquidation price first, then I will lose the $1.2 instead of 0.5. So that's just it about the liquidation and isolation. Now, liquidation and isolated, everything about that. So isolated is just you lose a particular amount you set by yourself on that trade, whereas cross, okay, cross is the same thing if you are using stop loss. Yeah, okay. Let me state this very quick. If you are using isolated margin and you didn't set stop loss, you will lose that particular amount. Now, from the $10, Bybit took 1.2 based on the order value. They took $1.2 USDT from my $10 and placed the trade for me. Then inside that $1.2, I'm to lose $0.5. Now, if I didn't use stop loss, I will only lose that $1.2 and the rest will be left. The rest will be left on my balance. Whereas if I'm using cross margin and I didn't use stop loss, I will not only lose that 1.2 USDT. Once that one is finished, it will keep tapping from my main balance because it's cross margin and it's self-explanatory, crossing over. If you have any USDT in your Bybit, either spot or futures or any wherever, it will start drawing from that balance to keep on adding to your trade to give you more position sizing. And if you are in big loss, you will lose all the money. Browina said, please, how can we type the signal entry on the trading view? Okay, this is how you do it. Now, okay, you can just jot this down or take a screenshot. In a long position, your stop loss should be higher than your leverage. Than if you are in a short, your stop loss should be lesser. That's just it. If you are taking a short trade, check your confirmation window. Your stop loss should be lesser than your liquidation. And if you are longing, your stop loss should be higher. So if you are longing, it should be higher. Your stop loss should be higher. If you are shorting, your stop loss should be lower. So that's just it. I'll clear this now. Now for Mr. No, 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 no. It's not for each trade. It's not for each trade. It's for this particular trade. It's because of the amount I'm risking for the trade and the leverage I'm using. That's why to give me that particular position sizing and other value, it is $1.2 that will balance that 12. Okay, for example, now if you multiply, because you are using 10x leverage now, if you multiply 1.2 multiply by the leverage, which is 10x leverage, it will give you that 12 or 12.5 that gave us that other value. So another way that you can do your risk management, but it doesn't work all the time, is to multiply the amount you want to enter the trade by your leverage, but it doesn't work all the time. So the best way is just to get your surplus percentage from your trading view, divide the amount you want to risk on that trade by your stop loss percentage, then it will give you other value on your calculator. Then you place it on buy, you put your entry, put your stop loss and your take profit, and everything will pop out like this. Then you make sure your leverage is not too high, that your liquidation is higher than your stop loss in a long trade. So that's just it about that. I hope you are good to go. Any question? If you have question, you can drop your questions so far on what we have discussed. Any questions so far? Uh I've not really delved into that. Like I don't used to normally take notice of it, but I think it's 0.1 or 0.02 or thereabout. I can't really say much on that because I don't usually used to uh, take note of that. Mine is just to make sure my credentials are correct, my stop loss and everything, risk management intact, my digits correct and leverage okay, and place my buy or sell, make money and get out. I know that the one they do charge at gas fee is not much, so it's not really something that I'll pay attention to. So that is okay. Mr. Davis says no question. Any other person? Any other person? Any other question? Or if you want a recap on a particular aspect that you didn't get clearly. Any question? Any question? Any question? We have stayed longer than we are supposed to stay on this live stream. So if you have questions, just throw them in the comment section. Then we'll get them answered as soon as possible. Any question apart from Mr. David? Any other question? If there are no questions, then I'll be rest assured that we all understood what we have been saying so far. Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. So I'll stop sharing. I'll stop sharing my screen now. Probably say one or two before bringing in our host. Okay. So that just about that on Bybit and how to enter trade, how to exit trades, and how to place in your um, how to place in your digits and how to make sure that your credentials are okay and everything intact before taking the trade. Because it's good that you'll be well informed about something. It's not enough to know something, but very important to know enough of it. Um, there's a Mr. David or Oyedepo said something. He said in a dark room, if you light up a candle, it's not enough to give light to the whole dark room. The effect of the light will be little. It will be stadium. That sometimes if you are watching a football match and if they don't take the camera upwards, you think that they are playing the match in the daytime, whereas it's in the night because of the light, the effect of the light around. So when you have floodlight of knowledge, my brother and my sister, you I don't even know what to say. Like you have more confidence on what you are doing, and you have more confidence in sharing others and sharing to others what you know and what you are doing. Now, how do you know if you are becoming good at something or if you are good at something? Is if you can explain it to a newbie or a total stranger or beginner at that particular thing in simple terms, and the person will just understand it in 2 seconds. That's how to know that you are becoming good at that thing. And um, your understanding or you understood it very well. So at this junction, I would like to bring the webinar to a close now because today's own is just basically in Bybit interface, how to enter exit trades, leverage, um, how to place in your digits from the signal, and what have you. Okay, someone asking, please, how do we reach chat? That one is from the subsequent live stream. That one is not today. It's not today. Um, Probably not on the next two because the next one will be doing a recap of today, maybe 5 to 10 minutes recap of what we've learned today, and move on to the next one.
before we can get to how to recharge and how to reach out and how to do your technical analysis. So someone asking, how do one do position sizing? It's simple. Just go over to your signal or your trading view. Once you're done analysis, you're doing your analysis. There's a stop loss percentage below your stop loss digit. In that one in red color, stop loss um there's a stop loss percentage in that stop loss area. The stop loss percentage is in bracket. If you look closely, you see it in bracket. It might be 1 point something, 2 point something, 3 point something, but this particular example I gave is a rounded figure, 4.00 percentage. So it might be 4.34, 4.59, 4 points, whatever. Whatever it gives you is what you work with. If, for example, in this example, we got like 4.31, it is that 4.31 percentage you type in your calculator. It's a normal use a normal calculator you use, not it's not as if it's a special calculator or one kind special calculator. It's just normal calculator on your phone or laptop, whatever. So um okay. We'll be going live again in few days time or as at when due. But for now, I can't really say more, but probably in few days time we'll still be going live for a recap of what we have learned today and continuation as we move further. Okay, someone is asking for a recap on the risk management. It's just simple. Whatever a signal you are being given, for example, if you are doing um if you are doing the analysis by yourself and you are done, you go over to the chart, you check the stop loss percentage below your stop loss, that one in red color, the one in bracket, whatever digit you see there, be it something point something 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 point something something, just pick everything there and go over to your calculator. You divide whatever amount you want to risk on that trade by that stop loss percentage. For example, this example I gave now, if you are to do it, you first of all know the 5% of your capital. And for this example, where we use 10 USDT, so and the 5% of 10 USDT is 0.5 USDT to be for for the whole time you'll be trading with that $10 is 0.5 you have to be risking on every trade at all. So what you do is, since you know the 5% of it, which is 0.5, mind you, this is for just 10 USDT, not for every account size. It's not the same for $50, it's not the same for $100, it's not the same for $200. You just type in your calculator 5%, then you type in your account size. Me personally, I did 5% of 10, 5% of 10, and it gave me 0.5. So that's what I'm to risk on every trade. So once you get the 5% of your capital, you type it in your calculator 0.5. For example, in my own case, 0.5, then you put your division symbol, then the stop loss percentage you got in the bracket from TradingView, you type it in, you type it in, followed by the ones you have written in your calculator. 0.5 divide by 4, and you put the percentage. It will now give us it will now give you 12.5. In this example, it gave us 12.5. Then we put it in the other value box in Bybit. Then you type in your entry price, put your stop loss, put your take profit. It will now show you that when it hits your stop loss, you have to lose that 3.5 exactly. Or if in your own case, you to lose $5 exactly or $10 exactly, whatever, whatever. So that's just it. I hope Mr. Godwin has answered your question. Are we good to go? I hope I've answered your question, Mr. Godwin. Mr. Godwin, are you still on the line? I hope I was able to do a recap on the risk management you asked for. If you are still active, you let me know. It signify by typing yes in the comment section. Okay. Someone said, please, if you set take profit and the trade is in your favor, can you change what you set to increase your take profit? And for a standard risk management, you have to work with whatever you set before placing your buy or sell order. Before clicking on the buy or sell button, the stop loss and the take profit you set, the stop loss and the take profit you set in your Bybit before placing that order is what you have to work with. Yes, because if you do so by changing the take profit, taking it higher for more profit, that's when you allow greed to take over you, and which is one of the emotions that kill most of us traders: greed, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. All those unnecessary emotions do cause us a lot to make us to lose some winning trades or like blow accounts. So if it gets to your take profit area and kicks you out with your profit, be okay with it and move on to the next trade, or you wait till tomorrow to trade again. Because the main target as a trader is for you to make higher returns when you are right and less losses when you get it wrong. So that's just it. Work with your stop loss digits and your stop loss digit and your take profit digit. So that's that about that. Okay, we are good to go. You can send in your you can send in your further questions to the group to be answered, because we have stayed too long than the planned time frame we have to use in this live stream. So you can send in your questions to the group to be answered. Thank you very much for your time. It was really worth it. See you guys in the next webinar. Thank you very much for coming out. Uh, it was indeed an educative and interactive session. I too, I learned something. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now. Good night and have a lovely night.